Tom Cruise, Hollywood's most private superstar, has been hiding something, a secret affair with Ana de Armas that no one saw coming. Leaked photos, private jets and secret dinners in Paris, the truth is finally breaking out. What really happened between them? Tonight we reveal the hidden love story Hollywood tried to keep silent. The shocking truth behind Hollywood's new rumor, it started with a whisper. One photo, one dinner, and one spark that no one expected. A single image of Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas sharing a quiet laugh at an exclusive London restaurant sent the entire internet into a frenzy. The photo wasn't staged, there was no red carpet, just two stars sitting close together, smiling like they shared a secret. Within hours, social media exploded. Are they dating? One fan posted on X, "New power couple alert." Another wrote on Instagram. By the next morning, entertainment blogs across Hollywood were calling it the most unexpected pairing of the year. But what if that dinner wasn't random? What if this meeting was a glimpse into something far more personal? A connection that had been quietly growing for years? Because according to insiders, the chemistry between Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas didn't just appear overnight. It wasn't a publicity stunt, and it wasn't just friendly banter between colleagues. People close to the actors say this spark began long before the cameras ever caught them together. Their story, as some claim, began behind closed doors, on the set of a secret film project that never reached the public eye. Sources describe their first meeting as instant magic. Tom, ever the professional and perfectionist, was reportedly struck by Ana's natural charm and confidence. She, on the other hand, admired his energy and focus, the same traits that have made him one of Hollywood's biggest legends. One insider told a magazine, "You could see the chemistry right away." It wasn't romantic at first, it was just two people who completely understood each other. That connection grew quietly over the months. There were text exchanges about film scripts, shared dinners with mutual friends, and even a few flying lessons. Yes, flying lessons at Tom's private airfield in Surrey, England. And while that may sound innocent, people who know Tom well say he doesn't let just anyone into his inner world, especially not into his private aviation hangar. That's his sacred space, his escape from the chaos of fame. The fact that Ana was invited there raised a lot of eyebrows among those close to him. It was around this time that Tom started showing up at small private events where Ana was also expected. They were never photographed together, at least not directly, but sharp-eyed fans noticed a pattern. Same city, same night, same circles. And that one picture from London? It wasn't taken at a public event or movie premiere. It was a private dinner, reportedly organized by a well-known producer friend, where only a handful of guests were present. But somehow one discreet snapshot made its way online, and it was enough to ignite Hollywood's biggest rumor mill. Still, the question remains, was it just coincidence? Or something much deeper that both stars were trying to hide? Because if you look closely, the signs are everywhere, from subtle gestures at events to carefully chosen words in interviews. Both Tom and Ana suddenly became more guarded, more selective about what they revealed to the press, and for a man like Tom Cruise, who's mastered the art of mystery, that silence might just speak louder than words. How it all began, a bond beyond the screen. Let's rewind to 2020, the year Hollywood came to a standstill. Sets were shutting down. Premieres were canceled and stars were locked away in private homes. But even in that silence, something unexpected was starting, a story no one saw coming. At that time, Ana de Armas was Hollywood's newest obsession. Her role in Knives Out had turned her into a global name overnight. Casting directors were chasing her, fashion houses were calling, and fans couldn't get enough of her effortless charm. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise was deep into filming Mission Impossible 7, risking his life with high-flying stunts, helicopter chases, and global lockdown restrictions, while others stayed still. Tom kept moving, because that's who he is, unstoppable, fearless, and always in control. But even the most disciplined man in Hollywood couldn't control fate. According to several insiders, their worlds collided at a private industry event in London, a small gathering organized by a mutual producer friend. It wasn't a red carpet gala or a press event, just a quiet evening where a handful of top-tier actors and filmmakers were invited to discuss future projects. Ana arrived first, wearing a simple black dress, elegant yet relaxed. Tom entered later, greeted almost everyone with his usual bright smile and calm confidence. And when he saw Anna across the room, something clicked. He walked straight up to her, extended his hand, and introduced himself with that familiar charm that could light up any room. "Hi, I'm Tom. I've been meaning to meet you," he reportedly said. They started talking about movies, travel, and how the pandemic had changed Hollywood forever. Witnesses say their chemistry was instant, natural, and effortless. One producer present that night said later, "It wasn't flirty, but it was magnetic. Everyone could feel it. They just connected." By the end of the evening, they were laughing like old friends, completely unaware that others were watching them, and perhaps witnessing the beginning of something bigger. A few weeks later, things got even more interesting. Anna was spotted in Surrey, a quiet countryside area near London, the same place where Tom keeps his private aviation hangar. Locals claim they saw her entering the hangar in the afternoon and leaving hours later, smiling and talking on the phone. According to reports, Tom had offered to give her a short flying lesson, a gesture he rarely makes, even to close friends. Tom's love for flying is well known. He's a licensed pilot who owns several aircraft and flies them himself for his films. For Anna, it was a thrilling experience, one that reportedly brought them closer than ever. After all, flying with Tom Cruise isn't just about learning controls. It's about trust, adrenaline, and sharing a piece of his world that very few get to see. Fans soon began connecting the dots. The London dinner, the hangar visit, the way Anna spoke about inspirational people in an interview just days later. Something was forming, something quiet, private but undeniably powerful. And while both stars returned to their busy schedules, Tom to his daring stunts, and Anna to her rising fame, those who were there that night insist that a bond had already been created, a bond beyond scripts, beyond cameras, beyond the screen. The hidden meetings, behind the cameras and closed doors. For months, Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas lived their lives under the radar, or at least they tried to. Both had reasons to stay quiet, both had lessons learned from public heartbreaks, and both knew that once the spotlight hits, privacy disappears forever. Anna was fresh out of her highly publicized breakup with Ben Affleck, a relationship that had filled magazines, tabloids, and social media for over a year. After their split, she openly admitted that she wanted peace, a quieter life, as she called it. Tom, on the other hand, had spent nearly a decade keeping his romantic life completely private. Since his divorce from Katie Holmes, he'd avoided public relationships, focusing entirely on his career and passion projects. To most people, Tom Cruise was a man married to his work, and that's why what happened next shocked everyone. By late 2022, whispers began to circle within the entertainment industry. Insiders claimed that Tom and Anna had been spending more time together than anyone realized. Always in secret, always off camera. One assistant from a London production studio revealed whenever Tom was in town, Anna would appear too. Always low-key, sunglasses, hats, private entrances. They never left or arrived together, but everyone knew what was happening. Their meetings were reportedly arranged through trusted staff, with private drivers and hidden locations. One London cafe owner even said that a Hollywood actor and actress would reserve his back room under fake names, only to cancel last minute when paparazzi appeared nearby. And then came the Paris incident, the moment fans couldn't ignore. Both Tom and Anna were spotted leaving the same upscale restaurant in Paris, just minutes apart. The timing was too perfect to be coincidence. Cameras flashed, reporters shouted, and the footage made global headlines within hours. When journalists asked them about it days later, both brushed it off with identical smiles and identical words, just coincidence. But fans weren't buying it. Within days, Reddit exploded with theories. TikTok creators broke down timelines, flight records, and even fashion choices. Some eagle-eyed users noticed Anna wearing a bracelet that looked identical to one Tom had been seen wearing months before. Others pointed out that she was filming in Europe at the same time he was promoting Top Gun: Maverick. Coincidence? Or something more? Entertainment journalists began digging deeper, connecting the dots between their schedules. Tom's private jet was reportedly seen landing in Spain around the same time Anna was attending a film festival there. No official meeting was documented, but insiders hinted they crossed paths quietly. Even more telling was Anna's sudden hesitation in interviews. When asked about dating, she smiled and said, "Some things are better left private." For someone as open and honest as Anna, that answer spoke volumes. Meanwhile, Tom, usually the charismatic talker, dodged personal questions with charm and practiced subtlety. One reporter asked if he was seeing anyone special. Tom simply laughed and said, "I'm always seeing something special, the world." But behind those smiles, there seemed to be a shared silence. A secret only they understood. Hollywood's most private superstar, its most magnetic new actress, and a connection that kept growing quietly behind the curtains of fame. So, was it friendship or something much more intimate? Was Tom Cruise, the man who guards his heart like a vault, finally opening it again? The world didn't know yet, but one thing was certain. Their story was no longer just whispers. It was becoming a storm. Inside their connection, why they understand each other, here's what makes this story so fascinating. It's not just about attraction, not just about fame, and definitely not about headlines. It's about understanding. Those close to both Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas say their bond goes far deeper than anyone imagines. What connects them isn't glamour, it's experience. Both have lived under intense pressure, constantly judged, constantly watched, and yet both have learned how to find calm inside the storm. For Tom Cruise, the spotlight has been shining for over 4 decades, sometimes gently, sometimes harshly. From his early breakout in Top Gun to his unmatched dominance in the Mission Impossible franchise, Tom has never had a normal life. Every smile, every word, every romance has been dissected by the public eye. His relationships with Nicole Kidman, Penelope Cruz, and Katie Holmes weren't just love stories. They were global news events. Each one came with scrutiny, speculation, and eventually heartbreak played out on the world's biggest stage. After his last public breakup, Tom quietly made a promise to himself: never again. Never again would he let his private life become public property. He learned to speak carefully, move quietly, and live with discipline few could understand. But even for a man like Tom, there's a limit to solitude, and that's where Ana de Armas enters the picture. Someone who not only understands that world, but has lived through a modern version of it. When Ana began dating Ben Affleck, her life changed overnight. Paparazzi followed her every move. Her morning coffee runs turned into tabloid stories. The romance that started with passion quickly became, in her words, a nightmare of attention. She told an interviewer later, "It's impossible to live like that. You lose yourself in other people's opinions." So when she met Tom, someone who had already faced the same chaos and found peace beyond it, she saw something rare: safety. One person close to Ana revealed, "He gets her. He knows what it's like to be hunted by cameras, to have every move judged. They can talk without filters, no acting, no pretending." And it wasn't just talk. They started spending time together not in fancy restaurants or red carpet events, but in private movie screenings, quiet dinners, and long conversations about work, art, and purpose. Ana, who's known for her emotional depth and passion for storytelling, reportedly admired Tom's commitment to excellence, the man who hangs off airplanes just to make a scene real. Tom, in turn, saw in Ana something he hadn't seen in years: authenticity. Someone who works for the love of acting, not the fame that comes with it. Their connection grew from mutual respect into something more: a calm, quiet bond between two people who understand the cost of being seen. One insider revealed that Tom personally invited Ana to a private early screening of Top Gun: Maverick long before the world saw it. She watched the film in a small, dimly lit theater with only a handful of guests. After the credits rolled, she reportedly turned to Tom and said it was one of the most inspiring experiences of her life. For Tom, those words meant more than any review, because for once, he wasn't being admired by a fan or judged by the public. He was being understood be what's happening now, and what it means fast forward to now. It's 2025, and both Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas are busier than ever. Yet, somehow their names continue to appear in the same whispers, the same conversations, and sometimes Even in the same cities, Ana de Armas has become one of Hollywood's most in-demand stars. After her breakthrough in Knives Out and the emotional depth she brought to Blonde, she's now headlining Ballerina, the long-awaited spin-off from the John Wick universe. Critics are calling it her boldest move yet, an action-packed transformation from dramatic roles to physical performance. But behind the fierce on-screen energy, friends describe Ana as grounded, calm, and fiercely protective of her private life. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise is, as always, in motion. He's back doing what he does best, performing mind-blowing stunts and redefining action cinema. Between filming the next mission, Impossible, and working on top-secret projects with NASA and SpaceX, Tom remains Hollywood's ultimate mystery, the man who never slows down, never settles, and never truly reveals what's happening behind that famous smile. So the question that fans keep asking is simple: where do they stand today? While neither Tom nor Ana has ever confirmed or denied the rumors, insiders say that their bond hasn't faded. In fact, several industry sources quietly claim they've managed to keep in touch despite their hectic schedules. One insider told a celebrity magazine, "Tom and Ana have an unspoken connection. They don't need to show it to the world, they just know what it is." That unspoken connection has become the heart of this mystery. Over the past year, both stars have attended a few of the same private events: charity galas, award season after-parties, and even a low-key dinner hosted by a mutual producer in Beverly Hills. Each time, they were careful. No public photos, no social media posts, no evidence that could confirm the rumors. Yet witnesses say that every time they meet, there's warmth, genuine comfort, quiet smiles, and that same spark fans noticed years ago. And it's not just coincidence. Their schedules, by pure chance or quiet planning, keep overlapping. When Tom was in Venice scouting a location for a new project, Ana happened to be in Italy filming a commercial. When Ana was promoting Ballerina in London, Tom's private jet was spotted landing at Heathrow the same week. Maybe it's fate, maybe it's something more, but here's the truth: neither of them needs the publicity. Both have built their empires. Both have seen how fame can twist a story. So if there is something real between them, keeping it private might just be their only way to protect it. Could this be Hollywood's most secret love story, still hidden behind the glitter and the gossip? Or is it simply a deep friendship, one built on mutual respect, shared struggles, and a rare understanding of what it means to live under constant spotlight? Whatever the truth may be, one thing's undeniable. Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas have captured the world's imagination, and in an industry overflowing with scripted romance and fake drama, maybe the most powerful story of all is the one that stays silent. Be someone who truly saw him, and maybe that's the secret behind their bond. Not the thrill, not the fame, but the peace they find in each other's silence.